say a special welcome today to the worshipful, the Mayor of the London Borough of Barnet, Chancellor Caroline Stock, to the representative Deputy Lieutenant for the London Borough of Barnet, Martin Russell.
When I officiated the citizenship ceremonies next door in the town hall, I explained that my grandfather told me many times that one of his proudest moments was when he became a British citizen. And I also remember that I was convinced that the Nazi regime would resurface and devised elaborate plans of how I would hide my two sisters and myself in our attic. Today I stand before you as a Jew who needs to publicly acknowledge that I am very proud of my heritage. So the journey to Poland was not easy, but I really want to share with you, if you don't mind, a few experiences. One of the days we were driven to a windswept field that had a clearing, and it was in fact actually a station. It was explained to us that it was the final station the trains went through before entering the nearby concentration camp. When the station controller was interviewed after the war, he was asked, why did you let the trains through when you knew where they were going? His reply was simple. I was just the signal controller. But this man did know, and he could have done something. For many years, I have supported the work of the Multifaith Forum, many members I've seen are here today. This year's Holocaust message is standing together. We all need to build bridges. But for this to have any effect, we need to link arms and actually cross the bridges.
In March 1941, Yugoslavia was invaded by Germany, Italy and Hungary. As the Russians were approaching, their guns could be heard in the camp. My father's heard it on one of the last transports out of Auschwitz. Into a cattle truck, no food, water or toilet facilities. It was fit for cattle. We now know where this can lead. If we forget what has been learned from history, there's a danger it can be repeated.
Intelligence reports written in August 1945 reveals when the Germans proposed to put anti-Jewish measures into force, no protest whatsoever was raised by any of the Guernsey officials, and they hastened to give the Germans every assistance. Evil is not something foreign. It is something that the history of the Holocaust has shown that far too many are willing to facilitate.
Our shared goals of mutual understanding and value the sacrifices of those who have risked their lives to protect or rescue victims as a permanent reminder of the human capacity for good in the face of evil.
For some of you here today, it is very personal. And despite what I've heard, honestly, I cannot imagine how that feels for you.
But we must observe that genocide does not happen overnight. It begins when hatred and intolerance are left unchallenged or are manipulated for political gain.
Hunger, suffering, or that I would ever have to ask in our search for God, have we forgotten mankind?
Ot may our know the harm is